now let's go back to Matthew 1 so we can give y'all some more understanding. You see how this thing, it seemed like the story is totally different. We starting to get a different understanding in the spiritual. You notice that?
Indubitably.
That's right. So now y'all actually starting to understand what's really going on.
The man was terrified.
The man was scared that they were going to kill him.
They were going to kill him. Yes.
All right. So we're going to go to verse 20.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Elder.
Matthew 1, verse 20.
Matthew 1, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know I got arthritis. But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream,
so
saying,
he talking to Joseph in his mind, right?
Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Ghost.
Read on.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus. For he shall save his people from their sins. Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, behold, a virgin shall be with child.
We just read that.
And shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is God with us.
Right. So now, so you can get an understanding of what it's saying. It's saying, now Joseph is having this thought. This is Joseph's thinking here. Yes. It says, while he thought about it, the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and told him, don't fear to take unto him that doctrine. The doctrine of Mary. He said, don't be afraid to accept this doctrine. All right. For that which is conceived in her is the Holy Ghost. The result of what this belief will bring forth is of the Holy Ghost, meaning it's prophecy. All right. It says she, the doctrine, will bring forth a son. That's a belief, a follower, a doctrine, right? And you will call his name, the doctrine's name, Jesus. And he, the doctrine, the legend that's going to be formed from this understanding that Joseph getting, will save his people. His people are the people who follow him. His people are the people who believe in his doctrine for their sins. That's what it's saying. He's gonna save them from their sins. That's what it's saying. Yes. Okay? It's saying the people that follow him gonna be saved from their sins. The people that follow his example, the spiritual example, are going to be saved from their sins. The sin is the law. The law is sin. The carnal law is sin. It's sin. All right. Yes. So let's prove what we just said. We're going to go to Numbers. We're going to go to Numbers 24.
Papers come alive, y'all.
That's right. That's right. I say, if y'all knew what these precepts meant, y'all be sitting over here jumping on the floor. Oh, Lord, please let me know what's going on. Look out, Elder.
Numbers 24, what we
at? We're going to start at 17.
Numbers 24 and verse 17.
It's talking about somebody.
I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not now. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. Yes. And shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Shem.
So it's talking about, it's a prophecy of Christ coming.
Yes.
All right.
I want to bring up something right here. Because see, y'all need to learn the spiritual and what it's saying right. They say, smite the corners of Moab. Let me tell you what it. Now, when you read that carnally, it sounds like something very bad. But go to Psalms 141 and 5. You got to learn the definitions, what words are spiritually, and they got to come out the Bible.
Right. Psalms 141 verse 5. Let the righteous smite me.
See that?
It shall be a kindness. Let him reprove
correct me. Read.
It shall be an excellent oil.
See that?
Which shall not break my head.
See that?
The head, where the mind at?
The mind.
For yet my prayer also shall be in their calamities.
That's what it's talking about. So when people be saying, we're going to get rid of more, no,
he
right
ain't
there,
talking about
he's
that.
talking about smiting them with kindness.
He going to smite them with that doctrine.
The doctrine.
That's what they're going to smite them with.
Yes.
He's going to be preaching to them.
Yes.
Once they accept the doctrine, they're going to get mercy.
Yes.
That's when they're going to get their mercy.
Yeah, don't think wicked. Don't think violent when you read the Bible. Don't think God is a war book because God is a warrior. So he fighting spirits.
He fighting them doctrines.
He fighting them doctrines.
That's right. Let's go to Deuteronomy 18 and 15. Because it was prophesied. All this stuff we telling you, all this stuff was prophesied it was going to happen.
Yes.
But y'all don't understand what it means because y'all been taught carnally.
Yes.
Read on.
The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me.
This is Moses talking.
He said, like unto me, like unto me. Unto him he shall hearken.
You shall hearken unto him. So he's telling you, it's gonna be a prophet like me, but he gonna come with a different doctrine.
Yes.
Moses had the carnal doctrine. Christ came with the spiritual doctrine.
Yes.
All right. Let's go to Isaiah 28.
Isaiah chapter 28.
And we're going to start at verse 16.
Verse 16. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, behold, I lay up in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste.
Belief, that's spiritual.
Yes.
When you believe the words that the stone is the man.
Yes.
That's a man. The stone is a man. He got a doctrine.
Yes.
Right? Remember we saw a serpent on the rock. A man,
yes,
with a doctrine.
He also said, "Shall not he that believeth shall not make haste."
Right. Take your time.
Take your time. Do it right, baby.
Let's go to. Elder, you go show why. You gonna have them people mad at you. I hate him. Just anything he say, it just irritate me. Yeah. Get over it.
Yeah, get over it.
We gonna go to Daniel 9.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Verse 24.
Uh-oh.
All this stuff was prophesied before.
Yeah, man.
Y'all just don't understand. The prophecy he's explaining by all of this stuff that's going on in Joseph's mind.
Yes.
That it was all prophesied. It said it was going to happen.
Yes.
Y'all just didn't know how it was going to happen.
Yes.
It was going to happen in the man's mind, but you ain't going to see it
yes.
unless you look at it spiritually.
Every doctrine got a name.
Yes.
Like a precept package. Some people might call it precept package. Some people might call it policy and procedure. Some people might call it rules and regulations.
Some I call it a doctrine.
Some people, yeah, you got that right.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Read on.
Daniel chapter 9 and verse
24.
70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression and to make an end of sin.
So it's going to be a day when this end of sin is going to come.
And to make reconciliation for iniquity.
That's Christ. That's Christ's doctrine. He gonna make reconciliation for iniquity. Read on.
And to bring in everlasting righteousness.
Everybody that follow that spiritual law is everlasting righteousness.
And to seal up the vision and the prophecy, and to anoint the most holy.
That's right. So this is a prophecy that Christ was gonna come. Read on.
Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah. The prince shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again and the wall, even in troublous times.
So now it's saying now, remember, Solomon built that first temple. Now y'all looking at that building that he built, but he was building a different type of temple. He was building a spiritual house. And y'all don't understand that because y'all don't know what them words mean.
Yeah, he said troublous times.
That's right. It's going to be during troublous time. So they built that house during the time frame when Christ was there.
Yes.
But now we building a house. Now, we ain't Christ. Now, we ain't. I hope they ain't think we saying we Christ.
No, we don't have the shoes.
No, we not Christ. But we rebuilding the house that Christ built. A spiritual house.
Wherever he go.
That's right.
Wherever you know when in the Bible when Christ was saw Elijah and Moses.
That's the transfiguration.
The transfiguration. He said, "Follow my son."
Yes.
He said, "Follow my son."
Right.
I mean, they some tough prophets.
Yeah.
He said, "Follow him though."
Right.
See, that's what's going on with a lot of camps.
Yes.
Y'all keep following Moses. He said, "No, follow him or Elijah."
Yeah.
Follow Christ.
Y'all following the carnal understanding.
When John the Baptist saw Christ, he stopped. He said, "No, y'all follow him now."
That's right.
That's
what you're supposed to do. And
yes.
we came up with the understanding of the carnal, and then the Most High gave us a thought in our mind.
Yes.
What the spiritual law was. All praises to the Most High.
All praises to God.
And that's what we're doing in these troublous times.
Yes.
All right, but go to verse 26.
Verse 26, Daniel chapter 9, verse 26. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy this city and the sanctuary.
It's talking about it's going to destroy the spiritual understanding that he set up, which that's what happened. Because the prophets stopped teaching the law.
Yes.
All right.
They failed to carnal understanding.
That's right. Everything going on is because the prophets didn't teach the people.
Yes.
All the people. That's why we're in the situation we're in now. But read on.
And the end thereof shall be with a flood. See that? Flood.
The flood, that's that water.
That's that water.
Water is a flood. That's the word.
Yes. And unto the end of the war, desolations are determined.
Yes, these people ain't going to have no understanding.
None.
The word going to come and everybody going to look and they going to say, that sound better than what we've been being taught.
Just like in the days of Noah.
Yes.
People marrying doctrines.
Yes. Doctrines.
The flood's coming in.
Yes.
You see, the same thing going on spiritual, but you got to think of it spiritual, not carnal. People marrying doctrines.
Yes.
27.
Read verse 27.
And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate. Even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate.
So he's saying in the end, the understanding going to be poured upon the people. That's what we bringing forth to y'all now.
Yes.
We bringing that understanding to the desolate. The desolate is the people who ain't got no understanding.
Yes.
They've been following that carnal law, the law of Egypt, that prison. They in captivity under it. That's the carnal law that they're teaching in these camps, that Christianity, all of these different doctrines that everybody's following. That's captivity. And so now we bring you the water.
Yes.
So that you are no longer desolate.
Yes.
All right. So now, let's go on ahead and read the last couple verses of it, and then we're going to shut it down. So we're going back to Matthew chapter 1. We're going to read verse 24.
Matthew chapter 1 verse 24. Then Joseph, being raised from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord had bidden him.
So now, whenever it's saying he sleep, now that means he didn't have the understanding, right? But he started to get the understanding. All right? Read on.
And took unto him his wife.
So he started believing.
Yes.
Joseph started believing. So whenever it's saying he basically saying they consummated, meaning he now understands it.
Yes.
And he believes it. Read on.
And knew her not till she had brought forth her firstborn son.
Right. So he's telling you, he was sketchy all the way up until he brought forth, once he got that full understanding, and then he brought it forth, meaning he started teaching.
Yeah.
That's what it's telling you, right? Yeah, he had a baby, but he started teaching as well. All right. So
sons of followers.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So now we're gonna go to give you some understanding. 1 Kings 1. Y'all write these precepts down. Everything we said, we giving you precepts.
This thing is something to rejoice over. Don't fight it. Embrace it.
Right. Exactly.
Embrace it, because you have to start thinking carnal to spiritual. That's what we're trying to do. Our best is give you the spiritual interpretation. Yeah. 1 Kings
chapter 1, verse 1.
First Kings chapter 1, verse 1. Now King David was old and stricken in years.
This is after David got real old, right? Read on.
And they covered him with clothes, but he got no heat.
Clothes are doctrine.
Doctrines.
When something clothing you, let's get it right quick.
Yes.
Let's go to Job. So y'all understand. They was teaching David different doctrines after he got old. Because he used all those doctrines whenever he was young in order to fight the Most High's battles. All right. He was basically debating with all of them people, converting them people over to the Most High's doctrine.
Yes.
All right. After he got old, he wasn't teaching like he once taught. So they would come to him with different ideas, different doctrines.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? To try and keep him warm, hot for the Most High.
Yes, he fought them Philistines.
That's right.
He kept fighting them Philistines and other people and stuff. And
that's right.
Yes.
So we're going to go to Job 29 and 14.
I put on righteousness and it clothed me.
Yes.
My judgment was as a robe and a diadem.
So righteousness is a doctrine. He put on something that you wear. When you see something about something you wear, it's talking about a doctrine. It's saying a robe. A robe is something you wear.
Yes.
Judgment is a doctrine. A diadem is a crown. It's something you put on. Go to Isaiah chapter 61. Isaiah 61. And we're going to go to verse 10.
Isaiah chapter 61 and verse 10. I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall be joyful in my God. For he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation.
A garment is a doctrine. A garment is a doctrine. Read on.
He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness.
Robe is something you wear. He's talking about righteousness is a doctrine. Read on.
As a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels.
So it's telling you stuff that you wear. When you start reading the Bible about the Most High giving somebody a chain, when the Pharaoh gave Joseph that ring, whenever with Mordecai.
Yes.
They gave him the ring.
Yes.
He's telling you it's a doctrine.
Yes.
He gave him control of the doctrine.
Yes.
Joseph converted everybody to the doctrine. The man, the Pharaoh gave the doctrine to Joseph. Yes. He had everybody converted to following the Most High's law. That's what happened with Mordecai.
Yes.
Whenever it came down to, you read about Josephus, he telling you all of them Persian kings believed in God.
They did.
They all believed in God.
Yeah.
You're going to bring up Cyrus in one of these videos coming up.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. All those Persian kings believed in God. The story of Esther. Is Esther a woman?
Brother?
A woman is a doctrine.
Doctrine.
That's the doctrine that Mordecai taught that man. Y'all keep following these men and y'all don't understand. It's more to it.
It's more to it. Get Christ's doctrine.
Yes.
You got to get Christ's doctrine. We read it. John 18:19. He got a different doctrine. He said you got to drink his wine, drink his blood,
yes,
eat his flesh.
Yes.
That means you got to get his doctrine.
That's correct.
To get the kingdom. That's what he's saying.
So let's go back so that we can get this understanding about how, in the end, Joseph accepted the doctrine. This is talking about David because they was giving him doctrines as well. All right. But let's go back to 1 Kings 1 and verse 2.
1 Kings chapter 1 and verse 2. Wherefore his servants said unto him, let there be sought for my lord the king a young virgin.
It ain't talking about David was laying naked in a bed with a woman.
No, man.
That virgin is a doctrine. Them people go to David was an old man, but he was still trying to put it down. That's a bunch of wicked men.
A brand new doctrine.
That's correct. Read on.
And let her stand before the king, and let her cherish him, and let her lie in thy bosom.
The bosom, ain't that the mind too?
That's the mind.
Yes. Read on.
That my lord, the king, may get heat.
Understanding.
Yes.
Heat. Fire.
Yes.
We read that the tongue bring fire.
Yes.
Fire is the word. That's what they was trying to please David with new understanding of the word.
Yes.
Read on.
So they sought for a fair damsel.
A very nice doctrine.
Throughout all the coast of Israel and found Abishag, a Shemnamite, and brought her to the king.
This is a new doctrine that they brought. The name of the doctrine is Abishag.
Yeah.
Read on.
And the damsel was very fair and cherished the king and ministered to him. But the king knew her not. So
it's saying that David never really believed in the doctrine.
Yes.
But they was giving him understanding.
Yeah.
Right? To preoccupy him because he had got no. He wasn't going out warring with his men anymore. So whenever it says that he laid with the doctor, don't get caught up by these wicked men.
Don't do that.
The first thing they're going to do, they're going to say, well, David was having sex with that woman. That ain't what it's saying.
No.
That's not what it's saying.
They was trying to revive another doctrine to create. It's just like when I know when I started out, I had a beeper.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden, getting a phone.
Yes.
But it was a big phone.
Yes.
So then they say, get a computer.
Yes.
Then you get a computer. And then they say, move up, get rid of your house phone.
Right.
You can get another phone.
Yes.
So that's what it is. See?
Right.
That's what's going on.
He was just updating his understanding.
That's it.
All that was
that's
going
all
on.
It is.
All right. So now, let's kind of like give you all a summation of what we basically are saying, what the Bible is telling us through the spiritual understanding. It's telling you when Christ was born, all it's saying is the Most High sent the angel of the Lord to a carpenter. A carpenter build house.
He sure do.
A house is a tabernacle.
Yep.
Y'all get this? A temple, tabernacle,
a
mansion, whatever, right?
Yes.
He's a preacher.
Yes.
So the Most High sent this thought in this preacher's mind that his son is going to be the Christ.
Yes.
So the man is afraid to let anybody know about it, right? So it's a thought that he's developing in his head. It won't go away because that angel is a messenger. He's sending that message to that man's mind.
Yes.
All right. So eventually he realizes that he has to keep it secret because if he doesn't, he'll be killed by the government, which is the Pharisees. So he keeps it private. And after a while, he goes and he starts to believe it. The woman is a doctrine, but he also has an actual wife. So the Most High is using his relationship with his wife as a similitude to the thought in his mind.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Eventually, that woman, carnal woman, has a baby. And this man teaches his son that he is the Christ. He teaches him the doctrine that the Most High gave him, which is the spiritual understanding of the commandments. That's Christ's doctrine. That's why he spoke in parables.
Yes.
I'm going to give you one more thing here. We're going to Matthew 13. So he's going to explain to you, right, that you have to have the spiritual understanding of the commandments
you got to.
in order to get the kingdom. We're going to start at Matthew 13 and verse 10.
Matthew 13, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?
The parables are the doctrine that Joseph taught Christ.
Yes. Those
are the parables. Those are the rules. That's his doctrine.
Yes.
Are the parable. That's why people say that, well, he talking in a certain way. We don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Right? Just like they doing today. It's the same thing, right? You're seeing it happen again.
Same thing.
All right. Verse 11.
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them, it is not given.
So the subject matter of what he's talking about is the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. He just compared the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven to parables.
Yes.
All right. That's the spiritual understanding of the commandments. All right. Verse 12.
For whosoever have.
Okay. Whosoever have the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, the spiritual understanding, read.
To him shall be given.
He gonna get the kingdom.
And he shall have more abundance.
That's the kingdom.
But whosoever have not
the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, the understanding of the parable, the spiritual doctrine that Christ left, read on.
From him shall be taken away even that he had.
He ain't gonna get the kingdom.
He ain't gonna get the kingdom.
Read on.
Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not.
They ain't got no understanding. Read.
And hearing, they hear not. Neither do they understand.
See, they're trying to push their own doctrine.
Yes.
They're not willing to humble themselves and learn Christ's doctrine. Y'all see that? Read on.
And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive.
Isaiah made a prophecy a long time ago, said that that's what would happen. That's what happened with Christ whenever he was dealing with the Pharisees, and that's what's happening to us as we deal with these Pharisees. But read on.
For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing.
Y'all can't hear Christ because y'all listening to those men. Read on.
And their eyes they have closed.
They blind. So, when the Most High talk about darkness and blind and night, those words means ignorant.
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Read on.
Lest at any time they should see with their eyes.
Get some understanding, some light.
And hear with their ears. And should understand with their heart.
Their mind.
And should be converted.
Converted, meaning they're going to kill that old man by following his law, his spiritual understanding. You can't do it with the carnal law.
You can't do it.
They call them the children of Israel because they following Israel's example. He killed the old man, right?
That's right.
All right, but read on.
And I should heal them.
You are not going to be healed unless you follow the spiritual commandments.
Yes.
That's what he just said. You cannot be healed unless you're following what Christ said.
Yes.
If you following the carnal understanding that these people are teaching now, you cannot be healed. All right. So I hope you understand and appreciated the class. It's giving you some information you probably didn't know. And so we're telling you this so that the people can have some understanding of what the Most High is actually saying.
Yes.
There was no man born that wasn't born of the union of a man and a woman. All right. They had sex. That's how men are born. They're born by having sex.
Yes.
All right. Christ was a man. If he was born without a father, then that means he wasn't a human.
Yes.
So why he won't expect you Why the Most High expect you to be able to do what he does when he wasn't human?
He said he came the way he came because he will be a better judge.
Right. And he had to be tempted. Yes. Everything that you're going through, he had to go through.
Yes. He went through.
He overcame. He overcame, and he overcame sin. He brought in the new doctrine.
Yes.
So now you got a better understanding of what it's actually saying. Now we hope that this class has been edifying, and we want you to, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And every time we do a video, YouTube will notify you. Okay? You got anything else, Elder?
I think that's it, Elder. I think you did a wonderful job.
All praises to the Most High. And so, if that's all, we bid you shalom.
Shalom.